This week, we had St. Patrick's Day. Maybe you wore something green on that day to celebrate Ireland, the country that St. Patrick came from. On St. Patrick's Day, some people wear a 3-leaf clover in their hats or on their hair. It's a symbol of Ireland, and I have one right here on my shirt today. Ireland is a very green land with lots of rain, and that keeps the countryside green. Well, our story is about Patrick. Now, he lived a long time ago. He lived in England with his family, and he moved to Ireland and had a great adventure in his life. So, let's hear his story. When Patrick was born, his parents did not name him St. Patrick. They called him Paddy. That's a nickname for Patrick. His parents were Christians, and they taught Paddy the good news about Jesus and about the loving God who made heaven and earth and all that is in them. Paddy had a happy childhood. But when he was 16, a terrible thing happened. Evil men came and kidnapped Paddy and put chains and ropes on him and carried him off to the seashore, put him on a ship and sent him across the sea to Ireland. In Ireland, they spoke a different language that Paddy didn't know, and they worshipped stones and the sun and the sea, and Paddy was homesick. Well, these people sold Paddy to a cruel man, a farmer, who made Paddy into a slave. He made him work in the fields and especially taking care of the animals. Paddy was homesick. The people there didn't know about the good news about Jesus or about the loving God who made heaven and earth and all that is in them. For 6 years, Paddy was a slave to this cruel man. But you know what? He decided to escape. So one night he ran away, and he ran and ran all the way to the seashore. He got on a boat across that sea and went back to England, back home to his family. He was so happy to be home. But you know what? God came to him in a dream. God said, "Paddy, you should return to Ireland. Return to that farmer and say sorry that you ran away and give money back to the farmer. Most of all, tell the farmer and his family the good news about Jesus and about the loving God who made heaven and earth and all that is in them." Well, Patrick did that. He went back across the sea to Ireland. He found the farmer and he gave money and said he was sorry about running away. And then he told the farmer and his family the good news about Jesus and about the loving God who made heaven and earth and all that was in them. But the farmer was angry and he sent Paddy away. "I don't want to hear about that. Go talk to someone else about your God." Well, so Patrick started walking all around Ireland, and everywhere he went, he told people the good news about Jesus and about the loving God who made heaven and earth and all that is in them. Patrick was a missionary in Ireland, and the people loved Patrick, and many people believed and became Christians. Well, Patrick came to love Ireland and the Irish people, and he never even went back home to England. He made Ireland his home, the very place where he had been treated so cruelly when he was a young man. The Irish people remembered Patrick, and years later they decided to give him a special title. They called him St. Patrick. And that's how we remember him now, St. Patrick, the missionary saint who brought the good news about Jesus and about the loving God who made heaven and earth and all that is in them.